Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss the things about discussing controversial things on social media or just in general. Okay, to begin, I'm going to say that discussing controversial things on social media or in any general setting carries a certain risk. And I say that because people react to controversy in many different ways. Some people will just simply agree to disagree. Some people will lash out at you. And some people will give you the silent treatment. And honestly, I've experienced all of these things, especially since I started getting involved in the political atmosphere within the past year or so. And about a year ago, about a year ago, and throughout my whole life, I was a liberal. I didn't have any conservative values whatsoever. I was a straight up liberal. And the reason that I was a liberal was because that's what I grew up around, that's what I was influenced by. So to me, that felt like the right thing to be at that point in time. And then as I started listening to different political commentators and different political websites and looking at different sources and doing a lot of research and looking at different YouTube channels and watching different programs and things of that nature, I started to realize that I am actually more conservative than I thought that I was. Don't get me wrong, I still have liberal views, but at the same time I have conservative views too. And that's the most challenging part because a lot of people around me, a lot of my family members, friends, acquaintances, etc., they tend to be more liberal and they tend to be stronger in their beliefs. And I noticed that a lot of people in my circle aren't really open to discourse, especially when it comes to opposing opinions. And I let me go back to discussing controversial things on social media and just in life in general. And like I said before, discussing controversial things carries a certain risk because people respond to it in different ways. And as soon as I started getting involved in politics, I started to express controversial opinions more and more, whether it be in just general conversation with different people or through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. And I've had dissenting opinions about Black Lives Matter, Islam, illegal immigration, and a multitude of other things. And this led me getting involved into arguments and debates. And with certain individuals, it was a rather civil discourse because we both respected each other's opinions despite the fact that we may disagree on a lot of things. And then on the other side, I've gotten a lot of backlash. What I mean by that is that I've gotten a lot of vitriol headed my way, and I've gotten unfriended, blocked, unfollowed because of my opinions. And then I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm not going to discuss political stuff or any serious social stuff on my Facebook page because it gets it starts a lot of unnecessary arguments and it could potentially trigger some people, and a lot of that is exhausting to deal with. So I just been trying to leave that alone. For example, a couple of weeks ago, I had posted a question on my Facebook page regarding Donald Trump's collusion with Russia, and a lot of people said that there was evidence about it, and then there was a few people that said that there wasn't really any evidence, and that's beside the point. The point that I'm trying to get at is that even though people agreed or disagreed with each other, there was some civility, and then we had others where there was complete hostility in the environment unnecessarily. And during this exchange on Facebook, I was discussing with a few friends and acquaintances and family members and former teachers and stuff like that about Donald Trump's collusion with Russia and about Donald Trump Jr.'s emails and stuff like that. And there, it's when it started out, there was a civil discourse of ideas and opinions, and then at some point, because someone made certain comments and certain people called me names, it turned hostile really fast. For instance, I got called a coward because I don't fall on either the extreme left nor the extreme right. And this guy was going on and on about how centrism kills and things like that. And the person I'm talking about is a college acquaintance of mine who is far left, let's just say that. And it was like a lot of unnecessary drama. And then from that point, the guy unfriended me. And then I sat down and realized that, do I really want to continue discussing politics on my personal page? Don't get me wrong, I still discuss politics on Facebook, but I just do it in the separate groups that I'm involved in that is for that purpose. And even though in the political groups we may disagree on certain issues, but we're actually learning from each other's ideas and engaging in civil discourse, which is what this world needs. And it's sad that I feel that I should stifle my opinions to not offend anyone or to keep the peace and be civil and stuff like that. And I thought that America was founded upon freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of expression, and stuff like that. It seems like in today's society and in today's political climate, we seem to have forgotten that. And I hope we'll reach a place where we can discuss our opinions civilly again and not have everybody take their opinions so seriously to the point where everybody else's is deemed stupid or dangerous or whatever label you want to put on it. And I'm just sick of this mess. I'm tired of having to be silenced and censored to keep the peace and to appease other people. And the way I see it personally is that if a person stops being my friend because I disagreed with them on something, then that particular person wasn't really meant to be my friend to begin with. So you should think about that. If a person unfriends you or stops wanting to associate with you because of a difference of opinion, then to be honest, that person probably wasn't meant associating with anyway. And one last thing I gotta say before I close out is be open, be woke, and be respectful, and be civil. That's all you gotta do. With that being said, I hope everybody has a blessed day or night, whatever time it is where you're living. And all right, have a good one, people. Peace out. Oh, by the way, if you like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And please support me on Patreon if you wish. And with that being said, peace out for real.